Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Dark Souls 2 100% No Death Run with Clint Clear and Evan Tagnani Senpai. No, I messed up. Oh well.
Come one, come all, to this.
Dark Souls experience.
The Dark Souls 3D in theaters now.
The ride.
The ride Ultimax.
I forgot which direction I was going.
Okay, so head straight.
Oh,
That's
right.
not the right way.
Yeah, I know.
But I think you remember what you're doing. You have to go fight that spider.
That's right. I was in the midst of getting down to the spider's lair.
Yeah. Miles says, "Yo, bros."
Yeah, sup, bro?
Sup, bro?
So
I have a question.
Yeah?
I've been playing a lot of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax recently.
Yeah?
What's the deal with the name of that game? It used to be called that crazy thing.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax?
Ultimax? Yeah, like the ultimate suplex hold,
Oh.
extra, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that just a joke?
I think that was the title. It was this way, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think that was the title whenever it was just the arcade cabinet.
Oh, okay. That's a better name. They should have kept that name.
Yeah.
I would like to see it on a box. I would also like to hear on the title screen them say that instead of just Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Ah, that cart gets in my way.
Roll through those boxes. So I figured if you fell in there, you die. You can actually walk through it.
Oh, really?
And
It doesn't
I think
hurt?
You might take damage while you walk through it. I forget, but I remember falling into it once and being like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna die," and I totally didn't die.
Yeah, it seems like a thing that would poison you.
Yeah. I don't think it poisons you, but
So, in I guess limited terms, because we're going to talk about it on a podcast this week, how's Persona 4 Arena Ultimax treating you?
really well. It's pretty great. It in terms of the story mode, it makes a host of really smart changes to the way the story was structured in Persona 4 Arena. It kind of keeps all the good stuff and gets rid of all the bad stuff.
The screen that I was looking at made it seem like it was sort of VLR-ish?
Not so. I mean, VLR had like different endings, and like you'd get to one ending and have to go do something else. Nothing like that. It's not that complicated, but it is a flowchart.
Okay.
So that now, instead of the first one where, you'd play Yu's story, and then you'd play Chie's story, and Chie's would start where Yu's starts,
Yeah.
and, like, none of them were canonical, because they couldn't be happening at the same time. Now all of them are, like, happening at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Within the context of the story, it'll just be like, you play as Yu up to a certain point, and that says to be continued, and it cuts back to the flow chart, and it'll be like, now you can play this Yukiko segment or this Chie segment, but then maybe in their segment they meet up with Teddy, and then you start playing as Teddy. Like,
I would love to play as Teddy.
well, you can do that. So yeah, I've beaten the Persona 4 story, and I just unlocked the Persona 3 story and the Adachi story.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I should probably plug
Yeah, you should get those.
Yeah, because they're free right now.
Yes, they are free. One of the coolest things about that game, here, let me give you a tip here. When he does that beam thing,
Go hit the other face.
yeah, what you're gonna want to do is you want to be in front of him, and he has that really long part where he like stands up on his hind legs.
Like that?
Just run straight through his legs, and to the back face, because if you do it once you get the drop on him, he won't hit you with the beam, and you'll have like a couple seconds where you can just wail on that back face. And if you do that over and over again, you should win pretty handily.
Okay. I'm still trying to get only playing this for a limited amount of time each week is
hard. That was definitely something when I was playing Dark Souls. I kept running into, where it's like I feel like my skills are atrophying each time because I'm not just sitting down and doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that game is smart in that it entirely renders the first one like obsolete. Like there's no reason to play that one anymore because
Oh, really?
you can actually go into like the DLC screen and spend $10 and you can just load Persona 4 Arena 1's story into Ultimax.
Oh, wow.
Just as like a menu option.
And you get like all of the
And you get the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh man, that's smart.
Yeah, I know. I was really impressed when I saw that. I was like, wow, that's great. So now this is just the new Persona 4 Arena. It has all the same characters as the first one plus new ones, and you know, that's a great idea, like to do that, especially with a fighting game sequel.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Did he
impressed
just
on the whole.
squish his own spider? No. Of course
No.
not. That would be too good.
That would be too good for Dark Souls 2. But I'll once I finish that up, I'll have a review and we'll have a segment on the podcast about it.
Yeah.
But in short, seems pretty cool. Seems like a good thing if you're a fan of that.
Cool.
Yeah. You seem to be handling this guy pretty well.
Yeah, I'm out of Vestus, but
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
yeah, I just gotta
I believe in you.
I gotta keep focused.
Do you have any life gems?
I do, but they're not on my hotbar.
Oh, not equipped, yeah. You probably could during one of those beam attacks. That probably affords you enough time to equip those if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I just smashed his face in.
Good. Yeah, this guy's kind of a pushover once you know the trick.
Yeah.
But it's a
Yeah,
satisfying
I smashed his
trick.
face in. I can't use that face anymore.
Oh no! Well, this is going to be a little bit harder then. I don't remember that happening when I did it. Uh-oh.
Damn it. Whoa!
Yeah, if I were you, I'd try to bait him into that beam attack and then try to get those life gems equipped. Because you have a real good shot at this if you can get your health back up.
Ah! Whoa, I got super lucky on that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I know.
You were living fast and dangerous, man.
Alright,
There we go.
I gotta make sure that I'm out of the way though. I messed that up real big time.
Yeah, what you want to run through just like before, but after you run through, just get in that menu.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Oh shit, there's a regular spider. I don't know if I'll have time. Get out of menu.
Oof. Well, let's see.
Woo!
Oof.
Nah! Metal face part.
I believe in you.
I believe in me too. Hiya!
Yeah. Don't let those little spiders kill you.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah! What's happening? Oh, those were
God.
souls.
Souls.
Are they?
Oh, I'm not used to this.
Are they not? Okay, yes they are.
They're here to fuck with you.
Come here, spiders. Damn it. It would really suck to die right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like the boss would respawn.
There was one boss in this game where I died on the same hit as him, and I had to redo it. It was rough. I forget which boss, but
What is this?
I don't know.
Great Soul! Embraced.
So there's actually going to be something, sort of a bonus thing you can do a little bit later if you come back here. Go to that area. But for now. So is that all of the Great Souls?
I think that is 4. Let's check. Well, let's check at a bonfire first.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to end up...
Yeah.
Thank you for the key. You have
Yeah, I'll have to see how much I wind up liking Persona Q, because this is definitely still the front runner as far as my favorite game this year.
Oh, that's not fair.
You can do it. Just run up to the bonfire.
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Got all souls.
Shit. I'm gonna try and
You
get.
go around.
I'm gonna try and get out of his aggro bubble and then equip those life gems.
Yeah,
Because I didn't do that.
that's a good plan.
Ah.
I need to remember where you next need to go if you have all those souls.
I kind of want to check out the map and see what's going on there.
In the mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We can do that. It is a pretty, like, functional map for... You're fine now. Because if you light the bonfire, I'm pretty sure you... Peace out,
Idiot.
motherfucker. I just lit a primal bonfire. You can't do shit to me. Alright, you should level up.
Yes.
That
Oh,
business.
whoops.
Miles asks, what do you think it feels like to absorb spider souls into your body?
Not very good. Not very good at all.
Really? Because I was gonna say, like, 1-to-1, like an orgasm.
Bearer of curse.
Let's see here. So once I confirm that you have all 4 of those things... You are, for the record, you are blazing through this game a lot faster than I did when I was playing it.
Well, I do have a senpai.
You do have a senpai, that's true. And I was playing it before it came out, which
Yeah, that's also true.
which I don't know how much of that was actually like it being harder since I didn't have resources, and how much of it was just like psychological intimidation. Like I have no one to turn to.
Oh, yeah. Let's check out these other rings, because I do have other rings.
Yeah.
Absorb HP from each defeated foe.
If there's going to be a ring you get later that you have to equip to open certain doors that have bosses behind them, and you have to do it every time. So if you find that there's a ring slot you don't care about equipping later in the game, it might be good to just for ease have that on there, even though it's not a very efficient way of doing it. Because it's just really annoying.
Yeah.
It's like outside the final boss, every time you die, you have to go into your inventory and swap out a ring for this ring and then swap it back. It's just a nightmare.
I'm gonna remove this whip, because that was a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any other armor that I have that could be better. Not any helmets. Well, this guy, but that seems like it could be too big.
Oh, geez, you get to go to... Oh, boy. Okay. I forgot exactly where you got to go to.
Alright.
This
That'll
is
work.
exciting.
Let's go to the map.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you like Ultimax.
Yeah, it's... it's... I'm interested to see how the Persona 3 stuff plays out, because for me, like, the Persona 4 story was super good for most of it, and then the ending I think is pretty good, but sort of not complete. So I hope that once I do the other story, it'll make more sense.
There are 5
But
little
there's
dots
some-
here.
Okay, so that's good. That means that you've lit 4 primal bonfires, plus the Far Fire in Majula where you are right now. And that's all of the primal bonfires.
Hoo hoo!
That is not a very Dark Soulsy thing to do. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
Radio!
slam dunk!
Yeah, do you think, okay, I'm sorry, we're just...
I'm really excited to talk about new Persona stuff, so let's just do it.
Do you think that, like, there's the possibility of, after you beat the Persona 3 story, that it's like, hey, by the way, here's the true ending?
I would say, based on the involvement she has in the story I've played thus far, that I bet, like the first one, after you complete everything, there's an Elizabeth chapter.
Okay. Which direction am I going?
Okay. You go to the bonfire. You're gonna head to the Shrine of Winter. Which is in the Shaded Woods. Go to the... I need to see the names of the... Yeah, Shaded Woods. Go to the second bonfire in the Shaded Woods.
Ruined Fork Road?
Yep. And you are going to go to, you're going to go down one of these paths in the fork, not the one that had the fog, because you've already been down there.
I only vaguely remember this.
Not this way. Go up the stairs there. So to the right is the area with the fog. Remember that? You had to go through the fog and there were like the ghost enemies.
Yeah.
So one of these paths, I think it might be the middle one. It might be this one though. It's worth exploring both. There is going to be a big door that previously said like, you need greater souls to open this door. And now you don't. These guys are gonna try to poison you. You should be worried. I also played through that Shadow of Mordor game.
All of it?
Like, straight through it. Like, I didn't do anything but story missions.
What the hell?
Because it was like midnight, and I was like, I hear the story missions aren't great, but I want to have fun with this game, so I'm going to play straight through all of the story missions in one chunk, and then get it out of the way, so the next time I play it, I can, like, have fun. And then 7.5 hours later, I beat it.
Yeah, that story isn't particularly interesting.
No. I guess I can't say much about the story because I played the tutorial, and then I got to the part where, like, your family dies, and then it becomes, like, a revenge story, and I was like, I don't have time for this. And I skipped every cutscene.
Oh.
Which makes the last encounter of that game really funny if you skip all the cutscenes.
Okay.
Because the final boss is like a Battlefield 3 final boss, and it's like cutscene, 45 seconds of QuickTime events, cutscene, ending.
Oh.
But for me, it was just 45 seconds of QuickTime events ending. It's really fun.
I guess, and this is, just me being a nut.
Fantasy dork.
Yeah, a fantasy dork. I get a little bit of enjoyment about what's going on, but it's totally not in any way as good as the like emergent story that comes about you playing through that Nemesis system, which is so fucking rad.
It's really good. I'm at this kind of crossroads with it, where my feelings on it are really complicated. Because I think the Nemesis system is like a totally cool innovation. I've never played anything like it, and I think it works really well. But then I kind of don't like anything else about it. But so much of it is the Nemesis system.
Yeah, I think that like that could have something to do with like it feels very first iteration, and
yes.
And like
it's really tiny to me.
What?
It feels really tiny.
What do you mean by that?
To me, like I feel like just the world size and the amount of things that are on the map and how frequently I was running through the same areas, like to do all those story missions. It felt like the scope was very limited, and I don't think that's like necessarily a bad thing, but it was just interesting because I'm so used to open world games that are like really big, and in this one it's just like two pretty small areas when you get down to it, because all you can do is run through them. Yeah,
and relatively like good looking, but relatively sparsely detailed.
Yeah, it's weird. I like the second area more than the first one.
I do too. I do too. The second area definitely like it's more lively.
Yes, it's grassier and stuff.
Yeah, and sunnier. Like there were times in that. I want that thing. There are times. By the way, I realized that was a boss that I fought earlier in the game.
The Flexile Sentry, yeah.
Yeah. There were times. What was I even saying?
You were talking about sun.
Oh yeah. There were times in that first area where I just couldn't see. And I don't know. That might have been just a gamma problem on my TV.
Yeah, I didn't really have I played it on my computer monitor, and I didn't have much of an issue with that. But yeah, it's an interesting game. It's way more interesting than most like AAA open world games that are being released right now,
and way more interesting than most licensed games.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's cool. Oh God, you don't want to be here.
I don't. This is a DLC thing.
That looks like DLC to me. Okay. I think that's the DLC I haven't played. Or maybe that's the... No, that's the one I haven't played. So don't go in there.
Yeah, no. But
actually, go past that thing.
I did. I'm past it now.
Oh, you're past it? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
But I think that Shadow of Mordor is a really solid game.
I would give it a positive review. Certainly, I would probably give it like a 4, but
I'm like between a 4 and a 5 now. I still have to finish it and then do a couple of things that I've been meaning to do with that Nemesis system.
Yeah.
Like for instance, there's an achievement which sounds so cool of getting a dude, like a random unnamed orc, to kill you and then get him up to being a war chief and then kill him.
Yeah, that sounds cool. The Nemesis system, so I tooled around with it a little bit today, and I was still having fun with the Nemesis system, but I'm not really sure to what end I'm doing it anymore. Because it keeps populating with new orcs, so I'm not sure if the game just wants me to be like, because all the other missions I have now are just like weapon challenges and stuff.
Do some of those. Those are actually kind of interesting.
Oh yeah. No, they're fun. I'm not saying they aren't fun, but I'm talking about in terms of like tying the Nemesis system stuff into story missions. Like it does it a couple times in a big way, but then a lot of them are isolated, and now I'm just like, this Nemesis system is fun, but does the game just want me to do it? Just like, or is there some incentive beyond that?
It's not. Oh, yeah. I didn't open it before we started.
Miles asks if it's fun to play. I think it's pretty fun to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the combat's good.
It's Batman combat, but like
it's harder than Batman.
It's harder,
combat,
yeah.
Which I like.
It's harder and feels more punishing. Not like
yes.
In like how you kill dudes.
Right. It's a little more graphic.
It's brutal.
Obviously, because you're actually killing dudes.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't know if you were noticing it, but that game kind of tries to avoid the things that you have a problem with in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no, it is like, in a lot of ways, it is the best Assassin's Creed game. The Nemesis system alone lets you feel like more of an assassin than you have ever felt in Assassin's Creed, which I really appreciate. My favorite instance of that is near the end of the game, they want you to like brand war chiefs.
Yeah.
And one of the war chiefs I wasn't able to brand. I kept killing him like from a distance, and I was like, I can't do this. So then I branded his bodyguard so that when I killed him, the bodyguard got promoted into the war chief spot. And I was just like, this is so good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, the last gen versions of that game don't have the Nemesis system.
Not at all.
I have no fucking clue what that game is without the Nemesis system.
It's Batman with swords.
Yeah, I guess.
And an Assassin's Creed looking.
Yeah. The only problem with the combat I ran into, and I don't know if this is something that's just me, but I feel like it's really responsive canceling out of the attack animation for a counter, but not responsive when I need to, like, dodge roll.
Oh.
Like, whenever there's a guy with a shield and a spear where the A pop-up happens, I feel like I hit it basically when it pops up, and I can never get out of it without getting hit.
Yeah, I had a similar problem where I was trying to... is there a bonfire nearby, by the way?
No, you're just gonna have to keep trucking.
Great. Where I was doing the mission where you have to tame Caragors.
Yes.
And
that thread in the story is really lame.
Yeah. Torvin the dwarf.
Yes, especially the final mission in that is like an infuriatingly poor boss fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue.
I had trouble getting the counter off. Like I couldn't counter properly
Yeah.
to get on the thing. And so I just got the I was so glad when I got the upgrade to just use my bow and automatically warp onto a Karagor.
Oh yeah, that's a better idea. The
Yeah.
Karagor thing too, with taming it, I had a lot of trouble with even getting it to do the attack where I can counter it.
Oh.
It was a lot of like, it said run away so that this happened. This area is really cool.
That it looks like it's just a static mesh with no texture on it. Is that just me?
Does it? Does it?
Kind of.
It's hard for me to tell. Maybe that's a bug.
I don't see any background. Like this is all blackness.
I can't remember if that's deliberate. It's really hard for me to say because of the like compression on the stream I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's fair. It's weird.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it on the Twitch. I don't. The castle might look that way, but I don't think the area behind it is supposed to look that way.
This
Huh.
castle is
I
isolated,
don't know.
Thank you.
but nonetheless,
This is
you
Drang
must
Lake
fight to
Castle.
bring an end to your journey.
Oh, the end of the game right here.
Yep,
Dot dot dot.
straight in. Yeah, I definitely like Shadow of Mordor, sort of in spite of itself. I'm impressed with how much I like it, because there's stuff about it I still like. Like, those missions just aren't good, and the...
And Lord of the Rings nonsense with Celebrimbor.
yeah, none of that interests me, and I think the actual design of the open worlds leaves a little to be desired, but, yeah, that Nemesis system. Good stuff. I think my main complaint with the open world is just too much of it feels like 30 to 40 seconds of running to connect, like, more detailed, like, compounds. Like, it doesn't feel so much like an open world as it is just, like, filler between, like, when you actually get to the stronghold areas.
Yeah, in a way.
But,
I can see that.
but, you know. Minor complaints, largely. These guys are gonna kill you. Elephant
Maybe.
dudes.
Maybe not.
Was there a bonfire back there?
No.
Okay. So the first bonfire's in the castle. It might be advisable to run past these guys, because there's more of them.
Done.
I forget exactly how you open this door, but you're gonna wanna...
I'm gonna try running up to it and pressing A. Nothing.
Might be a lever on the side.
Ooh, chest. No, not good.
This is gonna get you got. Oh boy. This is gonna get you got. Yeah. Yeah. Good week for games. Better week for games than most weeks this year.
That's true. What?
Which
What
is-
was the?
oh,
There was something else. I don't know. There was.
something else. Dot dot dot.
Yeah. Should I try the other path? Or is it this one? This the one I'm supposed to be on?
This is the one you're supposed to be on, yeah.
Okay.
That castle is the next place you need to go. So
All right.
the castle, I'll tell you right now, is where you end the game, but you are not close to ending the game currently.
Great.
You've got probably like half of it. You blew through a lot of stuff faster than I thought you would, so you're not like... You don't have a ton to go, but you still have a bit.
I wonder if there's a bonfire right in here.
I think there was, actually. That might be a smart idea. Ah! It's weird that that one's right there, because the other two are past primal bonfires. Wasn't... I guess there isn't one. Yeah, I haven't even set foot in this stuff.
I wonder if I can open that door.
Probably. Yeah, I haven't beaten the final bosses of either of the 2 DLC packs that have come out yet. I have tried, but it's hard stuff. Doesn't help that my character's kind of shitty.
Aha!
There you go. Smart move.
I played a video
on.
game before.
Will that be that? Yeah, that probably will be faster. Certainly less dangerous.
Yes. It's weird that there are a whole bunch of bloodstains right here.
People jumping off. I can make it.
Is there an AT-AT off in the distance there?
Yep. Fun fact about where I live is where George Lucas grew up. So there are, in a certain part of the Bay Area, you drive past a bunch of these, like, cranes, like rows upon rows of cranes, and looking at them is where he got the design for, like, ATSTs.
Oh.
And ATs, so they just look like ATs. Which is kind of weird. I have a deep connection to that, given my resounding love of all things Star Wars. So.
Yeah. Are you watching Star Wars Rebels tonight?
If I knew what that was, I would be.
It's a new cartoon show.
No. I don't watch animated television. It's for babies.
That's fair.
Yeah. I only watch True Blood and
Good.
Masters of Sex.
Yeah. Two shows very similar to each other.
Very similar in quality and tone.
Yep.
I have not watched, I think, any of that second season of Masters of Sex.
The-
I did like the first season a lot.
I stopped and need to catch up, but it's the third or fourth episode is
Is that the bottle episode?
yes, and it is so
yeah.
good. Oh
I hear
man,
it.
it's so good.
That's definitely a show where I think basically every aspect of it is dwarfed by the 2 central performances, which isn't necessarily a slight against the rest of the show, but like Michael Sheen and Lizzie Kaplan are so good that
Yeah.
it's basically the only reason I show up.
Come on.
Fuck those guys up with your hammer. Yeah, fuck them up.
Damn it. Ah! Yeah, that, it's a bottle episode, but it's also, a really good, well-contained reason for a bottle episode. The entire thing is based on, an evening, or maybe, an entire night, where there's, a big fight, a boxing match happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also their first fight as a couple.
Right.
Oh, it's so good.
I should catch up. Right now, I'm in that phase where I'm sort of at a loss as to what I should be watching, because I finished Buffy and it left this big Buffy-sized hole in my heart. And then I started watching Angel and it just wasn't the same. And now I don't know what to do.
Try a little Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, maybe I'll try Sleepy Hollow.
It's not a bad show.
I believe you?
I seriously think that, give it 2 or 3 episodes and you'll actually like that show.
Okay. I don't disbelieve you.
I think that there is something to their pairing, their 2 main stars, the chemistry that they have together. It's not even romantic chemistry. It's just just a really awesome partnership that they have where they go and fight evil. It's just cool.
I might. How long is that? Is that a 22
It's
episode
it's
season?
a 13.
13.
Yeah, or maybe 14.
Okay.
That was 14 too much for you.
Okay. I'll give that a serious think over.
Yeah.
Next time I'm at a loss as to what to watch. I've been telling, because I was also starting to go through, like, fits and starts of Buffy with Ryan, and he's in the 4th season right now, so I've been telling him to watch a lot more episodes on his own than he used to be. I was like, yeah, you can watch Beer Bad by yourself.
If you...
That's fine, I don't need to do that.
If you decide... Do you think that maybe I have to kill these guys?
No, I definitely did not kill those guys.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not gonna claim to remember how to open this door. I'll look it up, so
Okay.
You can keep moving.
If you end up watching Sleepy Hollow, I might want to watch that with you.
Okay. I'll let you know. I really should not be watching television and should be writing my video game, but I'm a lazy motherfucker.
Truth.
Truth. Okay. So you know those little guys
Yeah.
that are spawning? You want to kill them close to those stone guardians near the, those things.
Okay.
And their souls are gonna, flow into them and open the door.
Alright. I'll do that next time.
Okay, good. We still got time. You'll be able to get in here into that bonfire before we have to call it.
Yeah.
Miles watched some Buffy yesterday. That's a good decision.
Yeah.
Buffy's a great show. Well, it's an okay show. It's not really my speed.
I watched more of Gurren Lagann.
Yeah?
I got to...
Are you still digging it?
No.
Digging it less?
Yeah, I got to the point where, it makes a bold move.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't necessarily work out super well.
Okay.
It does a 7-year time jump. And, it's like, it's the weird thing where, you know how some animes or TV shows in general will, at the mid-season break will defeat the big bad, and then in the final throes of the big bad's final breath, they'll say, "But this isn't the real threat."
Yeah, that's especially true of anime. 24 episode seasons of anime are basically 2 12-episode seasons.
Yeah.
The opening credits change a lot too.
So the opening credits of Gurren Lagann don't change, and this jump happens in episode 16.
Yeah.
Of 24, which makes it weird.
Huh.
And
yeah, that is a weird time for that to happen.
Yeah, because there's a good moment in episode 8 that is a good halfway point where suddenly it takes on a much different tone, and I was certainly digging it, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
After the 7-year jump, I was like, all right, this is sort of interesting, and I gave it 2 episodes and was like, they're not doing anything that I am necessarily agreeing with here.
Kill la Kill has a thing where its mid-season change up is pretty significant. And then there's I kept hearing that the second half was worse, but in reality it's just these 2 episodes right after the mid-season break that are a little bit shaky, and then the rest of it's excellent. So. Kill la Kill, catch it.
I would like to
Catch the wave.
but right now it's pilot season, so
Yeah, you gotta watch all those hot pilots.
yeah. I haven't watched any this week, but The Flash is next week, and I'm super pumped for that.
Didn't The Flash already air?
No.
Are you sure?
If it did, then no. It's
I feel like I saw someone on my Twitter feed talking about The Flash.
well, the thing is that episode leaked a while ago.
So clearly I need to unfollow this person.
Yeah, that person is a dirty stealer.
Illegal. Fucker. Okay.
As far as I know, it's premiering next week, next Tuesday.
So is the CW just becoming the place where DC isn't awful?
I hope so.
Because I heard the person on my Twitter feed had good things to say about The Flash, so...
Yeah. Do they have good things to say about Arrow?
Yeah, they really like Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow's a good show.
Yeah, I've been eyeing that on Netflix, and I'm like, maybe.
Arrow, again, it's a bit weird in the beginning. It's a bit slow. And
I mean, I'm fine with that. I generally give a show a couple episodes before I really make up my mind in that regard. But
it once there's, I don't know, that show knows what it is, but had a little trouble finding its voice in the first season.
Right.
But now
that's true of a lot of stuff too. So.
Yeah, but now that it knows what it is, it's kind of super good.
Okay. It's on my list. Matthew and I officially gave up on the X-Files.
Oh, really?
Yesterday we were watching the X-Files and we were like, we're just giving up. So we're gonna record a wrap-up podcast explaining that. We watched the last episode that was written by this guy who's universally thought of as like the best X-Files writer, whose episodes we enjoy, but basically no others. It's one of the weirdest like series of episodes I've ever watched, because I really don't like anything about the X-Files. Like, I just find it dreadfully tedious. And then there are these 4 episodes written by this guy who I guess is more classically like a comedy writer, but they all kind of like make fun of the X-Files. Like, it feels like he is an outsider who doesn't really like the X-Files very much.
Huh.
And so there are extended riffs in these, and it's part of why I like them so much, where like this one episode, the last one he wrote, which is his best one, is just all about like deconstructing sort of the standard X-Files plot and like poking fun at it, and really putting Mulder through some shit. His episodes are unlike the rest of the show, which is like, because Mulder's the believer and Scully's the skeptic.
Right.
And at the end of the day, like, they'll have these confrontations where Mulder's like, you should believe in aliens, and Scully's like, I just don't, it's not science, and then Mulder turns out to be right, and that's like every episode of the show. But all of his episodes are a lot more sympathetic to Scully, and like, really delight in fucking pissing all over Mulder. Which is a dynamic shift I really appreciate. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I'd recommend you watch some of the X-Files because you might like it, first of all, more than I do. And
there's
if
that
you
possibility.
if you don't, I think it would be fun for you to do what we did and watch like a season of it, then just watch those episodes, because it's a fascinating like experience.
Did you watch the one that everybody loves but was pulled from TV?
Which one's that?
Home, I think?
Oh, no, that's in the 4th season. That's one of the ones I was actually looking forward to. Maybe I'll go back and watch that one as well. That's the one with, like, the inbred family or whatever.
I think so.
I keep hearing about. Yeah,
Let me do this.
Yeah.
Get a little damage boost here.
You can do it! Is that a damage boost?
Nope. In fact, it seems like a detriment.
It might be a little less effective. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
I got one guy to grab one, but the other one isn't grabbing it. Is that what I need to do?
Yeah, that's the main thing. If you just kill guys near them, you'll see like their souls flow into the other guys. Yeah, I think you should kill one near the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks like that's permanent. So if you got one, you can get the other and then just run straight in. Yeah. So now I am tasked with deciding what we watch next for the series regular. I need to, because we sort of work in like, we have one tentpole show that's probably 5 seasons or more, and then we take breaks from that to do like 2 or 3 season stuff.
I've got a great 5-season show for you.
Oh, I wonder. What would that be?
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, okay. Is that about the football?
It's more about the heart of a small town.
It's more about people.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights is about peak.
And there's only one 22 episode season. The rest are shorter.
Whoa. Well, I watch television seasons based on that primarily. Even good shows, I'm like 22. You're pushing it.
Yeah, Lost. Kind of got a little, let's say, lost in its 22 episodes, right?
That was so clever.
Thank you.
I'm a little shocked by how clever that was.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll probably wind up watching Lost sometime. I don't know. I'm sort of listless at the moment, because we were really geared up to watch the X-Files, and then it got to this point where, like, we had so little to say about each episode.
Yeah.
And we both so disliked watching it that we were like, well, maybe we should just stop.
Oh, by the way, I meant to say something. I'm going to say it on the podcast anyway, but
okay.
Remind me. Kyle and I did a playthrough of Neverending Nightmares.
Yeah.
I had to
Matthew played that.
I had to scrap it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Just did it not record properly, or was it not good?
Well, the conversation, the video itself wasn't good. I'll say that.
Like quality-wise, or like technical-wise?
Quality-wise.
Okay.
Also, it was like an hour and 15 minutes long.
Is it a good game? I didn't mean for that to be a real brain teaser. Just,
well,
would you recommend I play it?
No.
Okay, so it's not a good game.
No.
Okay.
It does a really good thing with atmosphere and sound, but maybe not so much with story and scares.
Okay.
And also tends to, and it kind of sucks to say this because it seems so much more personal. By the way, full disclosure, I funded that game.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
That's not full disclosure. I spoke to the man who made it. So.
But it tends to lean a little heavily on horror tropes at times.
Okay.
Like, for instance, an insane asylum. Yep.
Yeah, that's not something I would have expected from that game.
Yeah.
How long is it? Did you beat it?
I beat one of the endings, and it took us an hour and 15 minutes.
And maybe I'll just burn through it. It sounds like there might be, even if you think it doesn't work on the whole, there's probably something worth considering.
Yeah. I mean, like, atmosphere look, like it looks great. The atmosphere of that game is something that I really enjoy, but
I'm hearing rumblings that new Alien game might be kind of bad.
Don't say that.
I hear that it's like 15 hours long.
I heard that it was longer than that.
Yeah, which sounds way too long. Maybe. I haven't played the game, but
okay, it looks like I have to do it at once, or else wait. Oh, no. It's open. It just took a while.
Yeah.
Get through the door. I shouldn't have done this.
Okay, go straight. You don't want to go up those stairs.
Okay. Wait, how?
No, back around to the right.
Or left.
Or left. I'm trying to remember exactly where the bonfire is. Just keep running through those doors. The one on the left. Or there. Through there. Maybe try going to the left? That door?
Jeez. Fuck.
Well, the door's open now,
Yeah.
so it's going to be a lot easier to run.
Yeah, the tone... Well, maybe not so much tone. It's effective when it deals in atmosphere, and the sound design is actually genuinely good.
Okay.
Like, it's hard for me to, I guess, appreciate sound sometimes.
Sure.
But I was able to hear because I don't know what they did, but there was something that they did with stereo that actually worked despite me not being able to really take in stereo sound.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play it.
It's yeah.
I didn't spend an hour playing a video game.
The last section was definitely the best section.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. It was weird though. Like, it suddenly took on a different, because there are three different endings, I think. And one of them, the one that I got, took on just a completely different tone from the rest of the game, where like it was a lot more active. And I don't know if that's the case for all of the endings, and I know for a fact that one of them has to do with dolls, and I super want to just like get to that, send Ryan a save, and then have him play it, because apparently it has to deal entirely with dolls.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. And in fact, like at the very beginning of the game, there's a section where you're just running through this your sister's room, and it's just dolls.
Ryan was, as I suspected, pretty deeply unsettled by the part in Hush where they roll up to the guy who's like screaming and cut his heart out.
Nope, that door goes nowhere. The fucking
Sorry,
assholes.
just close it and hope everything works out.
Shit.
You got this. You're a winner.
Alright, I am a winner.
Yeah, a winner is you. You
Ah,
are
damn
a
it,
winner.
I waited too long.
You can take this guy.
He locked me in. He locked me. Okay, thank you, sir, for moving. No, stop it. Alright. Back away.
Yeah, make sure there's no one else over here. Yeah, it must be through there then.
Ah, jeez. Couldn't get a good eye around that corner, but I don't think... Oh, there's a ladder. I should climb down it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ah, those guys are gonna fucking attack me, aren't they?
Nah. Oh, don't worry, there's a bonfire coming right up. Right through there.
Where?
Straight. Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Ah!
Behind it. Right.
Ah! Fucking...
Uh-oh.
Ah, jeez.
Okay, so we've got 8 minutes till I have to go. So how about we make one last real concerted effort here
Yeah.
to get to that bonfire. I believe in you. As always. You should just play this DLC all right now. I'm sure you can do it in 8 minutes.
Did you hear that David Lynch is teasing people about Twin Peaks?
I saw that. He tweeted out one of the best fucking lines of Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
That gum you like is coming back in style. Yeah. I don't know what that would be. I was initially super excited, but then I was like, well, what is the...
So
Everybody's like 25 years older than they were when that show came out. What is this gonna be?
So I don't know who it was or where the interview came from, but somebody linked to it. It was one of the writers of Twin Peaks saying, like, if David Lynch was going to do something with Twin Peaks, it wouldn't be like a remake or anything like that. It would be 25 years later.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's Agent Cooper still trapped in the lodge. Just been hanging out for 25 years.
Yeah.
Can barely speak. Yeah, I think despite the second season being like really rocky in that one part, like I think the ending of Twin Peaks is like the perfect ending for Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
That being said, I'd watch it. I'm curious.
What's
If-
Bob up to?
I'd hope dead. The actor is dead, so
That's-
nothing probably.
Yeah.
Um,
Just explained away in like one sentence, like, oh yeah, Dale Cooper got rid of it. It's fine.
yeah, killed him.
It's
Killed
fine.
him. Hopefully it would be better than that movie.
Mm.
That movie is not what I wanted from a Twin Peaks movie.
God damn it! All the doors are closed.
There are weird thing about this game. There are some invincibility frames when you're opening stuff, just not many. We got time for one more go.
Okay.
You can do this.
Yeah.
USA, USA,
USA.
USA.
I have a bunch of stuff that I have to write this weekend.
Bummer. School stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, luckily and unluckily,
Mm-hmm.
I have to write about hashtag that must not be named.
Hashtag Gmurgut.
Goobergort.
Yeah. The amount of people, like, on my Twitter feed deliberately misspelling Gamergate just so, like, fucking random people on Twitter don't harass them is great.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the sign of a good movement, you guys. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
obviously, I'm a big proponent of hashtag Gamergate.
There's a thing that I'm trying to figure out. Well, basically, I just need to write essentially, let's say, 7 to 10 blog posts
Okay.
about 600 to 800 words apiece.
Sure.
About Gamergate.
That's not that hard. What, that's like 4,200 words,
Yeah,
all told?
I'm sure.
There's a lot.
I'm sure your brother cousin has.
That was one of the most instructive pieces of this, because so much of Gamergate is me watching people, like, indirectly, like, claim they're doing investigative journalism or something. And then then the idea that this guy, after however long he spent researching it, came up with the bright idea that Chris is my cousin was delightful. Like, you people don't know what the fuck you're doing, do you? Yeah.
I'm sure your brother
I have-
cousin has written 4,200 words.
At this point, probably. He has a transcribed Zoe Quinn interview, too, that's pretty long.
Anita.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anita Sarkeesian is coming to UTD next semester. Doesn't help me, but I
But
might.
it helps the world.
Yeah, but I might be able to maybe, hopefully, use that to set something up.
That's a good plan. I listened to the most recent, not the most recent, but a recent Idle Thumbs podcast.
I did
that
too.
had Anita Sarkeesian on it, and it's shocking because you listen to that podcast and it's just like she is very calmly and like jovially talking about games that she clearly would have some sort of academic issue with, but he still likes them, and it like so totally refutes the premise of most criticism leveraged against her.
Yep.
Which is like, she wants people to hate games. It's like, no, she clearly likes all these games still. She's just,
Yep.
fucking person. That's a lot of deaths.
205 million.
Those are some, there's some top of the charts death numbers. Did you... The mod isn't working, by the way.
I know. I didn't turn it on before we started because we started in haste.
Yeah. We cast haste on the recording.
Yep. But that's gonna be it for this stream.
Yeah, it's a shorter one this week, but
yeah.
we'll be back next week.
We'll be back, and there'll be more. And we hope that at least Miles comes.
Yeah. You know what? As long as one person watches it, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be fine if nobody watched it. I like Dark Souls 2. I like talking with
too.
you.
Aw.
Yeah.
We should-
I like the whole deal.
Yeah. We should maybe do like a longer one, soon because I want to get like more time than just an hour or two into Dark Souls.
Yeah, we can do. I also at some point need to clear up the schedule so I can continue Planescape Torment on this channel.
Yeah.
Because I need to beat that and Alpha Protocol and Majora's Mask in 2 months.
Yeah.
So I need to start moving on that.
All right. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you guys on our next live stream.
See ya.